Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 37 of Darryl20's Let's Play of ATM9 Skies. I know what mod pack I'm playing. Hey look, sometimes it's easy. So I want to get into Draconic very soon. So that's going to be the next thing I get into once I finish getting this reactor up and running. Because what I'd like to do is have the reactor running, producing, polonium and plutonium and all that stuff, and getting its way towards some antimatter while I work on all this OP fun stuff. Cool. So Chaos Guardian. Well, it's been so long since I've done that fight, but yeah, that sounds fun. We'll probably do some Uber Armory type stuff because you can get some really cool and fun armor from Draconic. And we'll kind of just go from there. Does that sound like a plan? So to start, though, I need to get my fission reactor up and running. So for that, we're going to need some mechanism tubes. Pressurized tubes. Does that sound cool? Apparently, I've never taught my thing how to make these things, so, might as well just make a whole bunch and we'll see how it goes. So in theory, now we're cooking, right? So we're going to dump a bunch of fissile fuel in there, and we're going to see how quickly we're burning through sulfur dioxide, right? Empty, empty, empty. What's going on here? Oh, right, I need your hydrogen to dump excess. Apparently that's not fast enough, so down, water, speed upgrade. Now we're cooking. Alright, so hydrogen dumping excess. You're doing your job very nicely. We low on sulfur already or something? Not quite. But you know what? You probably need a node overclocker. Because remember, nodes can only do one card per operation. So if that green card is really cruising, we're going to need a node overclocker here. Did I not craft it? I thought I crafted it. Oh, it's going in my thing. Yes. So down, node overclocker here. That should keep happening now. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Everybody's good. I don't need you, I don't need you. Okay, so now you're all cooking just fine, except for chemical oxidizer. He's a little bit on the slow side. But we'll see what happens. Maybe you'll back stuff a little bit more. Uranium hexafluoride, chemical oxidizer is going to be my slow point. Yeah, I think usually that's the case. That's okay. We'll see if it can kind of keep up. I'm actually concerned about my sulfur, though. I'm pretty sure my sulfur production is not going to keep up with my sulfur demand. But, again, bridges that we'll cross when we get to them. So... fission reactor port. We're going to want this dude. So we're actually going to want two of these. We're going to want one here. And I will probably also want one here. While we're at it, and then your job, not to be that, you configurator. Output waste, output coolant. Always a bit of a misnomer. But yeah. Now, do we have pipes and whatnot from mechanism? We have logistical transporters. What do we have ultimate wise? We have cables and transporters. Well, it's about time that we learn how to make pressurized tubes. And mechanical pipes. Okay, cool. Now we can get some ultimate mechanical pipes. We're gonna need a bunch of them probably. And then maybe some of those too. Okay. So now you're building up your fissile fuel. Sulfur is, as predicted, basically run out. Oh well. The mechanical pipes, you can go here. And then turbine vents. We're going to want fission ports. I don't know if it like helps or hurts to have multiple inputs on this guy, but let's just have a couple and then go with 3. We'll start with that. Mechanical pipes. Cool. All right, and then we'll see if that's gonna be cool. All right, so now if I set you to 1 millibucket per tick, which should be fine, and activate you. Goodness, I forgot how loud you are. Mechanism fission reactor. I like to hear that you're on, but not that loud. That's better. Okay. So now you should be spinning, steam input, good. Generating RF, good. And then outputting water, good. Sweet. And water will not be recycled. Yeah. That's that. And that's cool, right? And then you're producing nuclear waste. Slowly but surely. Okay. Cool. Alright, so let's scram that for a sec, because we don't want that running when we're not here. Let's see where we can store energy real quick. So you, my friend, nitro cell can store energy. You've got a flux plug and point on the generators network, so let's get a plug for generators. Let's get an energy trash can. I think we can energy trash can, right? There's no reason not to energy trash can. I haven't even really been paying attention to. It's really just this guy that's been generating power. And I'm okay if we void excess on this, because you're not actually using anything but water. So I'm going to say that I'm cool with that, right? So then you're going to be generators network, bypass limit. And then you can be generators network with a priority of a negative 1,000, or how about negative 9999, bypass limit. So now if I activate you, you should be getting nothing at the moment. You should be outputting 22,000 RF per tick, which will obviously be more if we, bump this guy up to, say, 50-ish, which maybe before I do that, we should set up the heating protection thing. So what we're going to want here is that, and then you're going to be a high temperature warning. And then you're going to be an activation, and you're going to be a scram. And then we're going to do RF tools, the logic-y dude. Love this thing. You have to admit, it's pretty cool. It's really like a very simple way to do some really nice and complex logic, which I totally appreciate, right? Now, maybe we should also have here another logic adapter. Put you there. there, there. And it's okay if this isn't chunk loaded, because this is just my reset button, right? Okay. So what we're going to say is this direction, right? So when A is on and B is off, and we don't care about C, but we'll leave it off, then we will turn it on. Okay. When B is on, off, off, and then when A and B are both off, we'll keep whatever we had previously. Okay, so the way this will work, we'll simulate this here, and then you're going to be excess waste, your high temperature, your excess waste. Okay, so when we, that's like an off switch, and this is an on switch, right? So when A gets hit, it's going to turn on the signal. And then when A and B are both off, it's going to keep whatever the previous signal was. If B ever turns on, it's going to turn off the output signal. And then if B turns off, it's going to keep it off until I come hit the A button again. Got it? Running, running, running. If there's ever a problem, immediately turns off and stays off. And running, running, running. Cool? So now, if I set you to like 45, you seem to be fine. Cool. If I set you to 50, you seem to be fine. Got it? How cool is that? And then you should be outputting like 1.1 million RF per tick, and you are voiding 1.1 million RF per tick, because I can only assume that this dude is nice and full. Nicely done. Okay, now we're cooking. And when I want to turn things off, I should always come over here and do it with that button, right? So now my only real concern is my sulfur, which maybe isn't too big of a concern. I mean, we're not doing great on sulfur. We can say that with confidence, right? We are definitely not doing great with sulfur. And fluorite might even be a little bit of a problem too. But we'll have to, like, fluoride, at least I have some backstuffing on. Sulfur, I remember, like, you burn through that really quick. So that might be a problem. What I might do is put, like, more seeds or, we'll figure it out. But anyway, we're making lots of power. Everything is working. Turbine. We do need to handle the nuclear waste bit. So should we do that now? And then we can get into mechanism next episode? That sounds cool. I like that plan. Or we'll get into draconic, yeah. So let's handle nuclear waste, right? So nuclear waste processing is going to need an isotropic centrifuge and a solar neutron activator. That's right, we have to get into HDPE sheets for those, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay, because we do not have those yet. So HDPE sheets comes from HDPE pellets and then pressurized reaction chamber. And we're going to need oxygen, substrate. This is definitely a bit of a hassle. And that's going to be water and hydrogen and biofuel. We'll make ethylene. Always a hassle to make that stuff when you're like at the nuclear stage and you're like, I never really needed HDPE sheets, and yeah. Okay, so where should we set that little automation up? Somewhere, kind of chilling. Probably on a lower level, something like super automated, lower level wise. How about off in that direction? I like that. You. Rotate, anchor. Confirm build. And this will be my HDPE platform. I think that should work, right? Yeah. Okay. So to get ethylene, we're going to need a pressurized reaction chamber. So I can get rid of most of this stuff. I don't need no more. Uranium, fluorite, U. I'll leave that. Okay, cool. So ethylene is going to be, we're going to need a rotary condensator to get the liquid. And then we're going to need a pressurized reaction chamber too. Okay, rotary condensator needs U. And that's cool. Pressurized reaction chamber needs an enrichment chamber, which is no biggie. I do like how fast everything crafts, I gotta say. It definitely feels snappier than I'm used to. And I think it's because I put all those upgrades in that thing, right? I feel like that's probably almost definitely it. Let's get P2Ps over here, and then let's get memory cards. And you can go away for the time being, and that should be cool. And I'll get you ultimate pressurized tube, ultimate universal cable. Cool. Okay. So P2P load up. Time go. Okay, and then you're gonna be off of this line, and you'll load that up. All right, as I need water at the moment, now's probably a good time to plug that in. Where's my water at? I think over here. There you are. Or lava, I mean. Do I have like easy access to cable for water? Easy is a strong word. I would say not super easy, but I should be able to do that. Partition storage and cable it out. Okay, and then I can run that that way. And then if I check, we should have lava. Good. Nice. And I needed that to make my crusher for my biofuel. Now, how about what can make biofuel? Anything with EMC can make biofuel. Melon slices, dandelions, rosebush potatoes, pumpkin seeds, baked potatoes. Really? None of you have EMC? Netherwort, flowers, lilacs, kelp. I was really hoping that something here would have EMC. Cookies, saplings, flowering azalea leaves. Is it any leaf? Because that would be cool. Pumpkins, no. Carrots, no. Spruce leaves. So if I got leaves, that would be cool. Like oak leaves? Can you make... Yes, you can. You make 2 biofuel. Okay. Okay. We actually have 1 oak leaf, which means we have infinity billion oak leaves. I like that. You know why? Because we can collector and whatchamacallit it. And we don't even need to use export buses or nothing, right? We can do energy condensers with an alchemical chest. Do you not know how to make these? I guess you don't really need to. At least not for now. Okay. And then you can have like a collector Mark II sitting on top of you. Okay. And then that will make leaves. How cool is that? Huh? I like it. All right, so then what we want to do is if we got pipes, right, and then we had you input, that's cool. Okay, and yeah, you're going to definitely need some kind of power. And then you're going to output to the pressurized reaction chamber. Who will be getting water and hydrogen. Okay. So hydrogen would need the electrolytic separator. There you are. Cool. So pressurized reaction chamber here will be blue is the output for gases, and oxygen can just be dump excess. And then you both get water. So I could probably just like double export bus water. That should work. As much as it would be nicer to, like, if I'm being super conservative with channels, I should be not doing it that way, but meh. I'm going to try not to be too channels cheap in this series. Okay, so you should be getting water, and you should be getting water, and then you will auto output items, which works there. Cool. So if I get some power down here, you should be making ethylene now. And you're making substrates, which is also important. So we're going to need the ethylene and the substrates, right? Because substrate plus liquid ethylene makes HDPE pellets with the oxygen. We're going to need the oxygen too. So if I'm looking at the math real quick, 100 millibuckets of hydrogen makes a substrate, and 10 millibuckets of oxygen turns a substrate into an HDPE pellet. So I'm going to keep dumping excess on this because I think we'll be fine, right? So now what you're going to need to do is push items to the right. So for gases, I don't want you to do nothing with gases, right? But I do want you to push items to the left, to the right. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, so we will ethylene substrates. There we go. Pressurized reaction chamber. Do I have one of those already? Probably did. All right, so you're going to push items to the right. Okay, you're going to side config gases front output 2 with a pipe. Well, actually, a tube. Is that cool? I think so. Why are you no longer... Oh, because your gas... I turned your gases off. Yeah, that's right. Gases... Input on back. Is that cool? Now you're getting hydrogen again? Beautiful. Okay, that makes more sense. And then the ethylene for gases will be an output to the front for the rotary condensator, which will turn it to liquid ethylene, which we can pipe. Is that cool? And then you've got liquid ethylene, oxygen, and substrate, which make HDPE sheets, which we want to put into an enrichment chamber. Come on. What is taking you so long? Okay. There. And then your side output can be auto eject on, and then you're going to be cool. And let's auto eject to the output on the top. And we're going to have a functional storage drawer. Aha! Cool. And lock it. And storage bus it. I could just do that. Partition storage and cable. And now if we look, we should have HDPE sheets, which means I can make solar neutron activators. Do you not know how to make these? I should just teach them at some point, but you know me. Hey, there we go. Cool. Okay, so trash cans is done. Mechanism is cool. And cool. And we're good. All right, cleanup time real quick. Go away. Let's go. Take a nap. And now real quick, we will set up processing of fissile fuel. Am I flying the wrong way? I am. Okay, so fissile fuel. So this all can be done. Okay, that's going to turn into plutonium or polonium. And then you're going to need pressurized reaction chambers and water and fluoride dust. Cool. And it's the same story over here, right? Water, fluoride dust, pressurized reaction chamber. So I'm going to want 2 of you, which means 2 of you. Okay, so 2 pressurized reaction chambers. Okay. So basically, very basically, we're going to want isotropic centrifuges and solar neutron activators, and we're going to want plutonium and polonium. Okay, so you're going to be here and here is usually how I do this, right? And then the pressurized reaction chamber will be here and here. Okay, so you will side config for gases. You're going to output to the front, input on all those sides. Same deal for you. Side config for gases, output to front, all other sides. And then we'll have water probably coming in. Now, those 3 need power. The solar doesn't. And then you're also going to need water. So let's laser eye water into that dude, because we have water like right here, right? So you're going to do water and water. Cool. And then fluoride dust would also be cool. And we should probably crafting card that. And we should probably teach you fluorite dust. Be a crusher. But you know what I'm going to do? 32 at a time sound cool? Just to make it a little bit quicker. Yeah. Now, if I'm not mistaken, by now you should have some. Nice. And then I can filter fluorite dust. Good. Items, filter fluorite dust. As long as the side config is such that items input on the, there you go. Nice. Okay. So that's cool. And then we will real quick basic pressurized tube this dude. And then you can sit here with a lever in between you for now. And I will say that you run on normal and you run on inverted. Cool. And then if we get mechanism doohickey here, you're going to be output waste, which you can see it's already doing. And redstone normal, redstone inverted. I think you're running already. Cool, look at it go. All right, we've got our first plutonium pellets. And if we flip that lever, you're gonna get my first polonium pellets. Cool. And what I can do, which is even cooler, let's activate you for a sec. All right, so I would like you to build up another one of those real quick. Your side will actually be input output, and your side will actually be input output. All right, so you've got a polonium. We're going to flip that lever. Now you're cooking, and you've got a plutonium and scram. And how about on the down? Stock, plutonium and polonium. And you're going to be polonium. Yoinked. And you're going to be plutonium. Yoinked. And that is cool. All right, let's wrap up here. I will, between episodes, make all the radioactive waste barrels that we're going to want. Probably like a stackish of them. We'll see. And then when we come back next episode, we'll get into Draconic Evolution. Those are cool. All right. For now, Delta 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Lots of really good progress today. We'll come back next time and have more fun. For now, take it easy.